Okay, one of my projects this summer is to put a privacy lattice, two sections of it, 4x8s, standing upright here between the houses. There's a little bit of a inset or whatever, so I'll show you later on when I'm ready to do it, but there's going to be a 2x4 that goes in against the brick, and then 2x4s that go out to a post that's about 4 and a bit feet out there in the garden. Then I have this plastic or whatever, resin 4x8 privacy lattice that'll go in. I've got some tracking that it'll sit in. So I started cutting up a couple of the 2x4s for the top, for the bottom at least, between, and I'll have a second post, another 4 or so feet out there. They're 10-foot posts. I'm going to put what do they call them these days? I call them post holders, but there's a word for them, stakes, I don't know. Smash a couple of them in the garden there at the right intervals, put the 4x4s up there, and then once I got all the framing done, I'll cut them down to size, and yeah, so it's getting there. Anyways, I started in the garage just after work today. It's Friday the 21st, my mom's birthday. And then I realized, oh shoot, I forgot to start filming, because I'm using my pocket holder for the first time. It's dark in here, you may not see me. Yeah, I got a pocket holder, what do you call it? Oh, pocket hole kit. So I can do my screws that way. So I was kind of excited. I already cut a couple of 2x4s, and I've been sanding, and I'm about to paint, or at least prime these the pieces. And I thought, oh yeah, get that camera out. So camera's out, and I'll go in the garage. I'm not going to really talk because the neighbors are out, so they'll think I'm talking to myself. It'll be weird, but yeah, I'll just show you the pocket hole setup. I'm just drilling a couple of holes on each end. It's kind of cool. Cool for me because it's the first time using one. I've wanted one for a long time. Do a lot of work in fences and stuff. Use a lot of braces and brackets, and I figure why not do it this way. Right, it is Saturday, June 22nd, early afternoon, and I'm going to do more work on my privacy lattice, which will go, you probably can't see. I don't know on this camera from the little screen I'm on if you can ever see what's going on. Anyway, it's going to go out there against my side of the wall, come across, and a couple posts out here. There are the 4x8 lattices. So what I'm gonna do, or I'll just show you what I did yesterday. I'm so enthusiastic about doing my pocket holes that so this one needs them on both sides. This one here, this side here is gonna go against the wall, and I realized that I'm gonna be having to do, probably break something. It'll be kind of like this. So the pocket holes will have to go on the on this here, so I can screw down into that. So, anyways, I used a couple of the plugs, the crank plugs, and glued them in, hammered them down in, and sanded them, and then so that's covered up. That's going to be on the underside anyway, so when I screw into it, it'll work. It will work. So, okay, so one thing I'm going to do, I've got this 10-foot pressure treated. I'm going to cut it to the size. It's going to be the one that goes up against the brick. I'll cut it. I will mark where my holes are going to be. I'm going to put 4 masonry tack cons or whatever they are into the brick. And so yeah, I'll cut this to size, sand it down, stain it, or treat it, and I'm going to sand and treat my two 10-foot 4x4s. Alright, I'll open the garage door a bit. So my first battery died on me right away. I think some of my original batteries from this 8-man Handycam are starting to lose their ability to charge. So this is going to be set to the vacuum, so I don't need that. Oh, I have to check my drawings. So this is going to be this beam here, this 2x4 that goes against the brick. Inside that it's going to be my tracking, and I'll put something across in between. Oh, at least I'm going to look into it just for structural support. This is the 2x4s I was just showing you when I've done the pocket holes. I got one there. This one's a bit longer because it goes up into the underneath the wall 2x4. So yeah, so this one here is going to be 98.5. 98.5. Working in inches. 98.5. Tape measure. Oh, yes, it's out. What else? So I have to see what's the good side. So this side's kind of gross. This side looks better. And so that's going to be for this with the board. This will be a couple of feet cut off, so I'll have to make sure I get the best part of it. That's not bad. Not bad. cut enough there, that's okay. This side has this in it. It's kind of cracking in a crack there. Not the end of the world. But I think I'm going to use this as my good side. That's going to go against the neighbor, so that's nice. I don't really see it once the lattice is in place. Alright, so I'm going to use this side here. I used to put casters on this bench, although I forget to click them. I got one on each corner. I forget to put them on sometimes when I'm working on stuff and the thing's rolling a bit. So what did I say again? 98.5. How do you guys deal with your goggles fogging up? Glasses, no matter what, even glasses that fog up. I try breathing through my mouth. I drilled holes, a couple of little holes in there, a couple on the sides, somewhere, on the bottoms, tops, there, but they still fog up. Anyways, I decided not to do the fine grit on these because they're just the posts. This isn't fine, fancy, detailed, finished woodworking, right? It's just an outside privacy fence, privacy lattice. Okay, so one more to go. Got to clean your work area. I always clean as I go, but that's the way I am. But yeah, definitely after clean up your tools, just like cleaning in the house and stuff. You know, you mop and stuff, you clean them off when you're done, you vacuum. Just do a little bit of a clean up on the vacuum so that it's not dirty when you go to use it next. So that's good. I'm going to apply the treatment, and then sometime next week I'll try to put this together. Sound effects. I figure I'll take off my vise so I can get a bit more room to do all my painting up on here. Staining, treating, whatever it is. Hope I got the right set. How about these ratchets? I got a bad feeling. Gotta go back in for whatever this is. Is this metric? No, this is SE. So. Oh, maybe I can. A little too big for there. I have it set that I can use it on this corner or that corner, and depending on what I gotta do, it can swivel. Pretty sure I got this at Home Depot on sale. Got that gunmetal look. Love them with these ratchets. Cool. There. Sure, it's wide angle. They're all sanded, treated for the outdoors. Two 10-foot 4x4 posts. These 2x4s, this is a 10-footer. This one was cut down for the wall. The other one's for the in between. These will be the bottom crossovers. There's the lattice. So I've got two of these khaki color, beige-ish, and I got two browns. One's out in the back. The other one's going up on the fence, just for a bit of privacy between the neighbors on the other side of me. And treated these tracks, which have the slot, which is what these will go in. So that'll be on the inside of the 4x4s and the 2x4 framing. And yeah, put the posts in. So I had a couple of these big ones from Home Depot. They're massive. When I fixed a fence in the back, as I was hammering it in, it turns, and that's just the way, you know, it's physics. It starts turning a bit. In the end, it ended up a little bit off kilter. So I got these ones. I haven't unwrapped them yet from Rona, that have a swivelly top. So once you get it in, you can adjust it to be straight, true, proud, whatever the word would be. So I've got a pair of them, a bit shorter, but they'll do. And also, the other thing I've decided or learned or figured out is, instead of just whacking them in fresh, I bought this auger, mini auger for my saw. I mean my drill, and that's just to get a hole started. It's small. It was at Princess Auto, and I think it was on sale for like $7 or something. So I'm sure I'll use this for all sorts of different things. I ever have to put pegs or something in the ground, maybe if I'm putting up a gazebo. Anyway, so I'll use those for starters to make it easier to knock my posts. Actually, I just remembered earlier I was calling them, I didn't know what to call them. I called them post holders. Home Depot calls them spikes. And Rona, I think, So I always call them post holders, post stakes, but they're spikes, post spikes. Okay, so that's it for now. I'm gonna take a break and I may work on something else in a bit. Oh, and my battery ran out yesterday when I was finishing the other job, and so yeah, so I got my wet saw. It was quite dusty when I was cutting up the brick edging front path. So I was using my handheld grinder, angle grinder, with a 4.5 inch carbon, what is it, diamond carbide tip, whatever blade, and 4.5, so it caused a lot of dust. People say you could wet it, some people say no, you can get electrocuted, I don't know. So anyways, dust was everywhere, quite a cleanup. So now I have, came from Amazon yesterday, if I can get the light off, this Bosch 7 inch, which should fit the tile saw here, and also diamond, what do they call it, diamond blade, so it's not diamond carbide, but whatever, concrete, brick, stone. So yeah, so I'll use this for my pavers, and I got lots in the back to cut along the fence and in places, and I got to do the front edge where it leads up to my steps, because also there's a bit of an angle to the whole way this house and path was laid out. So I did as best as I could, but I got to cut some in there, so this thing is going to make it nice and clean, hopefully no dust, and cut through them like butter. So yeah, very excited to get this. It was I think it was 23 bucks. Should be worth its weight in gold to do all the work I need to do. And I want to do it on, I want to use this tile saw again, so, but I don't want to use the wrong blade. Alright, so that is a wrap. Thanks for watching. Gotta get another battery. Okay, I'm going to trim the one of the boards at back, just to get it ready for the fence that I was taking all those boards off. Get the top piece, and I'll cut the top piece edging for the angle to match the brick wall, and then eventually I'll measure the other side and cut the other, but it's so sunny out there and getting hot. I think it's close to 27 now. What is it? Oh yeah, 25, feels like 28, and it's going up to 27, it's humid. So anyways, I'm going to move these boards. So I originally got these tack cons at Rona to put my ledger board against the wall to do my privacy lattice in the front, and I don't know why I grabbed a set that are hex head. That's fine, but that's not going to work unless I use one of my wood bits there to recess a hole in. It's actually the 2x4, but you know, I'm going to recess a hole in a little bit, might lose some strength. So I'm going for the flat heads. And I also think that this one's maybe a bit long. I would go from a 2x4 into brick, and I don't know. I just decided to try. Oh, I'm going to check. Got shorter ones. These are 3 1/4. 3 1/4 as well, but they're a lot thicker, and I don't know if I need that thick. Oh, 3/16 is thickness. Oh yeah, these are a 1/4 inch thickness, 3/16. So I dropped the thickness, and I may save those for another job. Who knows? I decided to put a deck up, and so I got 3/16. I got 2 3/4 and 3 1/4, just to see how long I decide I want to go, because that's 1.5 inches, right? 1.5 inches, and then how much do I have to go into the brick? 2 inches. So the 3 1/4 is probably going to be fine. We will see soon enough. So yeah, so I want to make some. Do I need to make room? I'm going to work on those guys at some point. I do need to make another trip back to Rona for more stuff. I'm thinking of using the 8-foot board pressure treated in the back. I have a little area for sitting, and I put, it was just grass that kind of came down and dirt on an angle, and so they never did anything great there, but it was always washing out every time it rained. So I had spare bricks. They were like larger bricks, not huge, but anyways, pavers. And I built up a retaining wall, not a true retaining wall, but I just layered them up 2 or 3 high. And so I think what I'll do, because I could use those in the patio area, is replace it with these 8x10s. I may need to buy a couple more. But I'll get that in place out back sometime later in the summer. Here's my neighbor. So, got a fantastic great pocket tool kit, pocket hole kit. I was looking at the one that's got the big, the hand clamp. It's all kind of set. But the thing is, that's kind of bulky. It's great if you're sitting on a table all the time. I'm often cutting out the back on my crappy, little master crap workbench, or on the side of something, a milk carton, who knows. So I like this one. It's easy to set up. It comes apart. I can do singles. It's got all the parts I need. I can't find my 3/16 drill bit, so I'll have to buy one. But I also realized I'm going to countersink them. So I do have this countersink set. So if I have the right size here, I may be able to do it. It may be doable. I need my glasses. Let's bring this in. Let's bring it right in. this in here. Alright, so that's a wrap for the time being. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.